Do you want to say anything else before we move on to our final topic?
No, dude, I think we're talking about money. We're talking about funding. And I think that is the perfect segue for what needs to be spoken on right now.
All right. So, before we move to this topic, Jared, I want to let you know that Jared is not aware of what we're going to speak. We're going to talk about the trending event that just happened. But Jared, I'm about to say a few things. Mm-hmm. You might agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But again, this is our opinion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is our point of view. And I just, and whatever we say here, Jared has nothing to do with this. Mm-hmm. And if what we say pisses off a few people in the audience, you guys wish to leave our channel or leave our community, I'm totally cool with it. Because what I'm about to say, let's just say, like I said, you're either going to get it by reason or by force. Por la razón o por la fuerza. It's that simple. That being said, let's talk about the Ayer cut and Schumacher cut trending event, because this was awesome. I saw the truck and I was kind of happy that we're actually trying to unite the fandom. Rocks, do you think we're doing? No, actually, I'm not gonna ask you, Jared. You are an outsider here. I want your honest opinion, and guys in the chat, please tell me if I'm wrong. What I'm saying, because I've said this before. Hold us accountable. I have no problem in owning my mistakes and saying them on camera, because that's the difference between a lot of YouTubers and social media Twitter guys, that we show our face. And I think that has earned our respect. Would you agree with that, Jared?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So let me pull up the no, where is it? Eric cuts. Nope. Here it is. Okay. So we it's no secret that we, the Lethal Geeks, we sponsored this trending event, and we did it not for clout, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, oh, these guys are looking for clout. Guys, we don't need the fucking clout, dude. How many more times do I got to tell you guys? We don't need the clout. We're doing this because we're on a mission. We want to see these movies. We want these stories to be told. Mm-hmm. See them. Now, in the I'm just gonna put the audio off. Me personally, I liked Batman Forever. I saw it in theaters when I was a kid, and I know there's a crowd out there that wants this movie. If we get it, awesome. Me personally, I'm not that highly invested in the Schumacher cut, but again, that's just me, guys. Don't cancel me. Don't call me blasphemy. It's just me, because I am more focused on the other things, which is Zach's DC universe. But if we get this, absolutely, I will go see this in theaters, or buy it on physical media, or on streaming, wherever they put this movie, the Schumacher cut, I am definitely going to see it.
Dude, I watched.
I'm a Batman fan.
I watched a whole, I think it was a video breakdown by somebody who actually got into the screening. I sent it to you. And when I actually listened to all the intricate details and what was changed and what scenes were added, like, I actually would love to see this if it ever sees the light of day. If the studio could put a little bit of money behind finishing the visual effects and blending in that footage with the rest of the movie, because from what I heard, it's basically a 4K rip of Batman Forever, but then with cuts in of the missing footage, lower quality. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yep. So if they could just spend a little bit of money to make it all seamless, dude, I think it would be phenomenal. I would go to theaters to watch it. I would buy
let me put it this way. I'm all for a director's actual intended vision of the movie, because and I made that like decision about this is who I am the minute I saw how different the Snyder cut was from the actual like theatrical cut of Justice League, and I go, nah, at this point I don't trust any theatrical cut of the movie. It's like if I like put this way, if I only get a theatrical cut, assuming the movie's good, I'm like, Okay, but it's like that's the reason why. By the way, I watched the Snyder Cut for the 19th time today, so it's like my plan is to get to 20, but it's like as long that's why I don't care if it's like 4 hours or 5 hours. If the movie's good, I'll sit there and watch it.
Jared, do you know what comic book movie opened up the door to director's cuts for me personally?
Which one?
Daredevil.
Yes. You see, here's a funny story for that on that rock. So I watched Daredevil a long time ago when I first watched it. I was like, why don't people like this? I didn't know that my first time watching the movie was the
director's cut.
And then as soon as I see the theatrical, because here's how I knew it was it's the director's cut. The lead-in to the Evanescence song was different. So I'm like, it's not, and then I was like, oh, that's the direction. So when I saw the theatrical cut and all through it, I was like, yeah, this is way less cool than the version I saw before.
No, I agree 100%, man. 100%.
So yeah, dude, like release the Schumacher cut
Yeah,
for sure,
absolutely.
man. And obviously David Ayer's Suicide Squad. And right here we have the truck, which
great job, man.
I'll just turn the volume on because I don't. It sounds like sucks like that sounds, but so yeah, man. Like, listen, regular people are invested in this, not bots. We've said this multiple times.
Well, yeah,
we understand. We understand also that the business side and executive side, they need to move forward. I get that part, but again, you're targeting an audience that one, you're trying to make exist, which it's kind of hard. Second, you're alienating a lot of that. So I don't care if you keep
it's like, hey, it's more content that you can then profit from.
Yeah.
And again, why are we going to keep talking this and why are we going to keep cheerleading these trending events? Because again, the next owners, you think they're not fucking paying attention? We've been banging the fucking for years. And we're doing it.
Demi Ray got a good comment there. It says Batman Forever only needs 1 million, but instead of making
where is it?
Garbage
oh,
like
there it is.
Man. Yeah. $1 million bucks. If that's all it needs to complete, like that's insane, man. Like do it. Do it. Put that out. People, you know how easy it would be to make money off of that?
Yeah, exactly. You'd make it back in DVDs all alone if you wanted to release it on DVD.
Of course.
You know what? I'm starting to. You know what? I might even follow Christopher Nolan's advice because he keeps banging the bell. Also, guys, buy physical media. Buy physical media. Buy physical media. I'm actually starting to consider his advice also because I haven't had physical media in so long.
It sucks because it's disappearing here, bro. Like you walk into a Best Buy, they don't have Blu-rays anymore. They don't have 4Ks. You go to Walmart, barely has Blu-rays and 4Ks nowadays. The only place I can get them is off of Amazon.
Yeah, same.
So I understand like they're trying to I understand. Okay. I'm gonna take this out now. Okay. I understand that Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav, is trying to sell this business, flip it, just like flipping houses. I used to be a real estate broker. I understand flipping.
That's what he does.
What he's trying to do. He's trying to flip. He's trying to flip this company. He's doing a shitty job on it. In some areas, he's excelling. In some areas, he's not. So again, I'm going to be fair with that. And he's trying to pump up the DC brand. Again, let me repeat that. The DC brand. So you have content that people are dying for, but you're neglecting it. But actually, you're not neglecting it. They're holding it hostage. And that's the sucky part. But I understand, right, because they're trying to sell. If they weren't selling this company, I would give Zaslav the benefit of the doubt and like, okay, let's release this. All right, let's get Superman. Let's get your DC universe going on. Okay, and then we'll release the Ayer cut, the Schumacher cut, and Zach finishes. Fine. I understand that part. But what we were talking about earlier, it's about trust. The trust is gone.
I got that.
And honestly, like I get it, David Zaslav. It's not your fault. You weren't here when fucking Toby Emmerich and Hamada were around. But guess what? It's baggage that you inherited. And we told you, just give us, let Zach finish the story. Just do the Elseworld. Listen, and even I said it, listen, if you even just make an announcement to say, hey, listen, Zach is coming back, but we need James Gunn to do his thing first, I would have been fine with it, because I said this in with Sil. Shout out to Sil if you're watching on Zill's pod long time ago. If they would have just announced and let Zach will finish his story, I would have gone and seen Superman and shown support. I would have still ripped it apart, but at least I would have.
I said the same thing. I would have actually
Counterpoint,
gone to the theater and watched it if they were to give me, as a consumer, what I want.
All right. Counterpoint, though. So let's say he does that. Let's say he did do that, and then because you know is the movie would probably not release or get done into production. I'm talking about Zach's movie, until years down the line, right? And lot could happen back then.
And I would have been okay with that.
No. I know you would have, but I'm just saying a lot can happen. Maybe stuff falls apart. It's so I can understand his hesitancy to not make too many extremely long-term commitments. So they're that's why I still say they're let's wait until at least the first batch come out, because if the first batch comes out and we decide, hey, this is profitable, let's pour more in there, and then they could say, hey, Zach and Ayer, come on back, guys.
You know what? I would be open to that if there was a sign of good faith. And for me, a sign of good faith.
Okay, I can buy that. I can go with that.
A sign of good faith would be investing the $1 million to complete something like the Schumacher cut and giving that to the fans while we wait. Or a sign of good faith would be to finish up Ayer's Suicide Squad and put that out and say, look, guys, we don't know about the future, but as a sign of good faith, we're going to give this to you. If WB had taken that route, I would have been, again, much more open to supporting James Gunn, his universe, and that Superman movie. But because they went about it all wrong and isolated us as fans, as Zack Snyder fans, as DC fans, that's why I did not support this movie and supported #while it's closed.
Counterpoint on that, though, it's but the leadership of this WB is different from the one last time. Granted, they've made a lot. They've made some mistakes. I'm not saying that this one is done. However, it's are you really going to pour all of the baggage from the old regime onto the new one?
Mm-hmm. Yes, because they represent. They took on this entity and they represent everything that WB was before. When you purchase that company, you inherit everything that comes along with it. You inherit all the baggage that comes along with it. And you know that it's a tarnished brand, so you need to show some good faith to the fans to repair that. And they didn't do that. They didn't do that.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. It's let me put it to you this way. I get both arguments. I get why they didn't do it, but I also get what, in my mind, they should. Because let me put it this way: if I were in charge of this, I'd say, "Hey, look, what I would have done is in the interim between Gunn makes his announcement on the movies and then the Superman coming out, I would have said, hey, let's put a couple of the director's cuts on
exactly.
there. Just that." Not even to build trust, but that is important. Don't get me wrong, but it's also to just get DC content going out there. And go, hey, let's do this. It takes a minimal investment, so it's okay, you know what? I do agree with the argument that it's so minimal, you might as well do it. And to be clear, I do agree with you. I do not trust WB it's not even James Gunn, because it's okay, I can deal with one creative. I do not trust that company with the DC brand, because even the comic side, they have royally screwed that up. So it's I need to see more either way before I personally hop on that.
No, I agree with you there, Jared. Like I said, I just think that a sign of good faith goes a long way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think that with how fractured the fandom is right now, that would have been the perfect bridge to, extend your hand and say, look, guys, I might not be doing what you want me to do, but there is a path in the future. Let me get through this. And in the meantime, here's your Schumacher cut. Here's your Ayer cut.
But instead, this is the wackiest hashtag ever.
Referring to hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix.
Should I keep going? Because James, fuck you, dude. Drop your ego. That's all I'm going to say.
Mhm.
All right. So, and here's the best part.
Oh, Phil,
You
Phil,
muted,
your
Phil.
microphone cut out. Your mic cut out, buddy. There you go. You're back now.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. What I was going to say is, and this is the best part, and I hope. I know Warner Brothers is going to be sending their fucking agents to hear us out because listen, we've already been targeted by Movie Web and other outlets because of our trending event in New York. So thanks for the shout out, by the way, Movie Web.
Oh, they send their bots in our chats. I noticed too.
Mhm.
Any video that we get that has like over 5,000 views, the bots are just target.
Here's the thing. Zach, we said this multiple times. Zach, Warner Media didn't give a dime for Zach to promote the Snyder Cut.
Mhm.
We pushed it through podcast. Do you really think we're asking you to put fucking marketing on the Ayer cut and the Schumacher cut? Well, fuck, dude.
Just release it and dump it as far as I'm concerned.
Dump it. Where's your fuck? Hold on. Let me put my face again because they have to see this face. We are your fucking marketing machine, motherfuckers. We are your fucking marketing machine. The fans. Sorry, I just had to get that.
You feel better now, Phil? You feel better?
Yeah. It's like it's real. Plus, here's the thing. They did a study about this, but most people get like their news and stuff and like their analysis not from like the traditional ways anymore. They get it from podcasts like ours. So it's like it's like use what you're fighting against. Like that's it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.